Hi, I'm Chad Hembree with All About Berea, brought to you by BereaOnline.com and the Berea Citizen. And we're going to go through a series of interviews where we interview the candidates for this year's election. And we've got quite a big election coming here. There's several positions up. But we're going to start here with a candidate for Magistrate, 1st District, and this is Mr. Brad Hylton. Thanks for being here, Brad.
It's good to be here. I appreciate the opportunity to come and talk with you. Talk with all the viewers that's interested in what's going on.
Well, just to get started here, just tell us a little bit about yourself. I know you're from this area.
I am from this area. Like you said, my name is Brad Hylton. I was born and raised right here in southern Madison County in Berea. Graduated Madison Southern High School. I've worked full-time for the Berea City Fire Department. Worked there for about 12 years. And also run a construction business. I've been doing that for over 10 years on my own. I've been doing that for a while. I have a wife, Amy, 2 kids. I have an 8-year-old son named Kenton and a 12-year-old daughter named Hylton.
All right, and then they go to school here in the county school system.
They both go to school at the county school, and my wife also works at the county school.
Excellent, that's great. All right, why this year is kind of the question that you've been getting hit with, that we were talking about in the conversation before we started recording, and that really didn't come into so much play. It's not so much this year, but this is something you've wanted to do for a long time, right?
This is something that I've wanted to do for a while. I try to stay up on what's going on. I want to be involved in what's happening. I feel like I've got a lot to offer as far as the people I know and the people I come in contact with every day, and the things that seem to interest people. I have the same interest, have the interest of the county, and like I said again, I wanted to do this for a long time. This seemed like the time to do it, and it's worked out well as far as everything in my life is kind of lined up into where I can do this.
All right, and as you look at this position in the county, what are some of the things that you see that you would like to work on?
Well, there's numerous things that there's a lot of things that come to my mind when you say like to work on, but more than anything, keeping up with what we have. Things are getting a little tougher, things are getting tighter. I would love to make sure that we keep the quality of life that everyone here expects and deserves, regardless of the economic times. I know it's penny pinching and times are tough, budgets are cut, but not cutting out our essentials, along with keeping up with our county employees as far as making sure that they're taken care of in a way that they need to be, what they deserve. Our county the employees is the engine of this county, and I've worked for a government. I know how it is. I know what it takes, and they sometimes don't get the recognition that they deserve, and I would love to see that play a part, that no matter what's cut, no matter what kind of, no matter what we're in at the time, that's one place that we need to focus on, keep growing, keep improving on that.
And as a first responder yourself, you're very knowledgeable in that area.
I am. When people talk about times getting tight, those are some of the things that seem to want to get cut first, or some of the things that get put on the back burner. We have a lot of good organizations in this county, from our road departments to our clerks to fire departments, our sheriff's department. They all do a great job. Those are the things that I don't want to see take any kind of hit. Love to improve on them, and I see them improving continually. I know because I've been there. I work with them. I work with some way, shape, form, or fashion. I work with everybody in the city of Berea, in the county as a whole, and a great bunch of people I enjoy working with and want to continue that to be the kind of job that they also enjoy.
Fantastic. Now, are there any specific projects that you have in mind, something, or you don't want to tip your hand too early? I don't know.
No, I'm good with that. I have a lot. I mean, as far as projects go, it also goes back to what I was talking about, economic times. Projects that get put back just a little. It's common knowledge that Frankfort is not as free with the money as it has been in times past. We've been through some good economic times, and we have been through some slower economic times, such as now. But there are things that are still available. We have a lot of projects right here in Berea. We have our bypass that is soon coming. We have numerous small road projects as far as bigger road projects that need some attention. Some of our main roads that are here now that need some attention. We have ongoing projects with not just with our emergency services, but especially with our sheriff's department, going along with the jail. Our jail is running 30% overpopulation at any given time. So it's obvious that our police department, our sheriff's departments are very well doing their job. As far as projects I could foresee, anything that I can do to, I'm not saying expand a jail, I'm saying if that is a necessity, that's maybe what we need to do. I'm also saying there has to be a reason for why it's 30% overpopulated. A project that any kind of education that we can do starting from a younger age, it's obvious that our younger generation is where it's beginning. Our jail's not full of, I guess what you would say, even middle-aged people. They start very young. When they're old enough to go to that's a big percentage of what's over there. And I would love to endeavor into anything that I could see that would slow that down, change it, or change what's there, or change what's might possibly on its way there.
So you're saying late teens and 20-somethings are occupying most of the population?
It's probably not the majority of the population, but that's when it's getting started. Our population is, it's sad to say that, yeah, if they start in at that 18-year age, they go through a cycle, they come out, they go through another cycle, they come out. It's a continual roller coaster ride. They're hauling the same ones to jail over and over, and I would love to see anything that I could do to hinder that.
I understand. Okay, that's great. One project in particular that keeps coming up is about a vocational school in the southern part of the county.
Absolutely. And I have talked with a couple of people about the vocational school. It'd be great for this end of the county. I've heard mixed reasons of why or why not we might not be able to get it. Namely, number one, the money, I'm sure.
Money's a good reason.
Money is a big reason. Frankfort has cut every budget out there this year besides education, so there may possibly be money out there for that kind of thing. Where Madison County already has one, that's a little bit of a hindrance. But at the same time, we have an industrial park that truly needs people that are skilled, that can do the jobs that they need done. I mean, not only could we improve on people that are up and coming, because high school students, especially the last 2 years of high school, are usually able to go to these Kentucky Tech schools sometimes half a day. Right now, the ones that go are shipped to Richmond. Some come from Irvin, some come from Richmond. There's a lot of programs that will even take on people who are already employed at a local factory who just need to either one, be better at the job they're doing, or get education for a job that they might possibly be interested in. If they're interested in furthering what they do, it's from working on a line to being a maintenance tech. That's the kind of training that we could really use, not just to improve on the businesses that we have, that we totally depend on, but also entice somebody new to say, hey, they're educating their people here. There's a workforce there that we can use.
And this isn't just a hypothetical thing. It's not saying if we build a school that jobs might come in and take advantage of that. You're saying there are already jobs here that need to be filled, and they want a school to train them.
Absolutely. Whether that be any local factory, And in a tech school, there's so many different, the technology is changing. If a factory worker has been at the same place even 10, 15, 20 years, it's obvious that things have changed. The manual press or the manual mill that they may have been running for 10 years, it doesn't run manual anymore. They may not have that training. We could make that available. You could make that available through a tech school. Like I said, that's where it's going to come into play, not with just your high school, just graduated, but also people that are already out in the field.
All right, thank you very much. Is there anything else you want to say while we've got you here? Is there? I kind of put you on the spot with an opening
put me
like
on
that.
The spot. No, that's perfectly fine. And I could think of things I could say all day long. Probably I could sit and talk. But really, I'd just like the public to know. He asked me in the beginning why I decided to run for Magistgrate, and I'll say again that that's something that I've wanted to do for a really long time. I am very interested in what goes on here. I'm very interested in Madison County, Madison County as a whole. I know that we're separated into districts, but we do have to work as an entire county. We're separated into really, we're in 3 different sections of government here. We have a county and we have 2 cities. We have Richmond City and Berea City. We have an ongoing population in Madison County that we're one of the fastest growing counties in Kentucky. And I do understand what that takes to keep, to continually grow in a very responsible way, that we can make the quality of life here what the people not only want, but what they deserve, and not just what they deserve, but what our children deserve and what their children deserve. I know that it's going to take a lot of work. I want people to know that I'm willing to I want to do the hands-on type of work that it takes to make this happen. When I say that the money is not as available as it used to be, you really have to get in there and work for it. That doesn't mean just going and visiting locally. You have to get into Frankfort. You have to talk to people, and you have to figure out where the money comes from, because that's what it's going to take to make things around here the way that we need and we deserve them to be. So, like I said, I see it that there's 49 names going to be on the ballot this year. That goes to show me that there are a lot of interest. People are foreseeing a lot of different avenues. Maybe they all have different ideas, but it's obvious that things are changing, and we're going to have to continually work to keep them the way that we want them to be. And I would very much appreciate your support. I would appreciate your vote. If I'm readily available about any time. My number's in the phone book, and just about anywhere you can hunt me down. I'd be willing to talk, answer any questions that anybody has.
Well, thank you very much for being here. This is Brad Hylton, running for Magistrate 1st District, and he'll be on the Democratic ticket in May. So good luck to you in the primary.
Thank you. I very, very much appreciate your time and the opportunity to be here.
Once again, I'm Chad Hembree with All About Berea. It's brought to you by BreaOnline.com and the Berea Citizen. Join us for more interviews later this week.